Basel, or Basel if you prefer, Switzerland's second city, and its most European in outlook. Here the Rhine turns north, and Switzerland shares a border with both France and Germany. The streets are clean, there's very little crime. In fact, you wonder why there are any police here at all. But among the Basel police force, there's a man with a unique claim to fame in the tennis world. This is Police Inspector Reto Schmidli. He's 28 years old, and among his hobbies is tennis. He plays pretty well. He was once the 44th best player in Switzerland, and he's still among the top 120. When he was 12, nearly 13 in fact, he played a junior tournament at the Grüßenholzli tennis facility in Pratteln, just a few miles from Basel. And in the first round, drew a 10-year-old playing his first official tournament called Roger Federer.
I didn't really know the name Roger Federer, so some people told that he has a pretty good touch, a pretty good hand, and but that's nothing you care about when you play against someone. I mean, he was I think 3 years younger than me. He was about 10, and it was his first match, so I just played.
Do you remember anything about the match?
I remember that it was on this court here, and I remember that Roger's mom, Lynette, was here as well. But more, I remember that it was the Grüßenholzli Turnier, but I can't remember more.
I remember I played actually pretty good, and I lost 6-0, 6-0. I left the court and I wasn't even disappointed, and I didn't lose very often with that score, but it did happen to me as well.
Schmidli went on to reach the final. Federer won it the following year. And this is Grüßenholzli now. It's a shadow of what it once was. It now has 4 courts. Back in 1991, it had 11 and played host to a tournament which attracted 400 entrants, including the very best of local talent. The tournament director in 1991, now retired, was René Dürr.
Es war ein Mittwochnachmittag, es war schönes Wetter.
It was a Wednesday afternoon, lovely weather.
Mutter.
Roger came with his mother, Reto Schmidli came with his father.
Schmidli Reto, glaube ich, mit dem Vater.
The person responsible for entering Federer in the tournament was the head of junior development at the Old Boys Tennis Club, Madeleine Berlocher. Was he ready?
Well, I think so. He wanted to play. He always wanted to play matches. When he came here with 8, he always wanted to play matches, but it was too early, so he had to start sometimes with 10, and then he lost. But a few days he was a little bit angry with himself, of course, but after that he just forgot it.
Und Roger kam dann vom Platz.
Roger came off the court, and as often happens with the little ones, he had tears in his eyes, and his mother had to console him.
Und die Mutter musste ihn trösten, nicht?
He was much older, and I remember actually he told me one day that what was it? They were thinking of kicking me out of the regional kind of federation kind of thing, because I lost so clearly, and they were telling him, hey, watch out, this kid is good and everything, and he beat me 0-0. He's like, well, this kid is okay, but not that great, you know.
So how do you feel about the fact that you're the only person to have beaten the man who is the runaway world number 1, 6-love, in an official match?
I'm pretty proud about that. I mean, no one else can say that, but I mean, it was. We have to see it a little bit. I mean, he was 10. It was his first tournament. I was 13, 3 years older. I was stronger. I mean, but I'm proud about that.
I think he was like a bouncer at some nightclub or something. He looks big, he works out, you know, and he's from where I come from, so yeah, he's a nice guy. So it's kind of funny, you know, and it was a particular match, but it's funny, I do remember it for some reason.